Okay, good evening. Welcome to
FamilyMath549.
FamilyMath549. So tonight we're returning to our inclusion-exclusion study. Do you remember what inclusion-exclusion counting is about?
It's about it's about including and excluding different amounts of restrictions.
Okay. How would you describe it?
Yeah, it's like this pattern of adding and subtracting until you're sort of going above and under what you want until you finally get it.
Okay. So the way inclusion and exclusion works is it tackles complicated problems, like the one we're going to look at here, by breaking them down into simpler situations of things we want to be in and things we don't want to be in, and just making sure we've counted everything correctly. So the question here is find the number of 5-card poker hands containing at least one card from each suit. Okay?
Alright.
So, what would you say the restriction is here?
Well, maybe having more than 2 of a single suit, because then you won't have enough room for the other suits.
Okay, if you have, well, you could have 2 of one suit though, because there's only 4 suits.
Yeah.
So we want to identify the restrictions here.
Well, maybe containing. So we want to have. Maybe we have no card. Maybe have a suit left out.
Ah, leave out 1 suit.
And you could leave out 2 suits, 3 suits, but you can't leave out 4 suits.
Well, you can, but how many of those are there?
There's 0.
There's none.
No 5-card hand would let you do that.
Yeah, so the restrictions up here are just leaving out the suits.
Yeah.
So we want to leave out 0 suits, 1 suit, 2 suits, 3 suits, and 4 suits. And I'll just do this one. I'll pick that one too. There are 0 ways to leave out 4 suits.
Right.
5 cards. How many ways are there to leave out no suits? Basically, the no restrictions.
Well, you'd have to
So no restrictions would just be all of them?
Well, how many cards do we have in a deck? Can you tell me?
we have 52 cards.
And what do we need to do to make a poker hand?
We need to choose 5 of them.
Okay, so how many ways are there to do that?
It's 52 choose 5.
52, choose 5.
Which is a very big number.
You're right, that's a very big number, and we're not going to compute what that number is,
Okay.
Alright.
actually. So we have 2 of our problems solved. We have the no restrictions, 52, choose 5, and we have the 4 restrictions, which is 0. And now we just have to find the ways
In the middle.
along the way. Okay?
Okay.
Let's go to the next video.